My name is Shaquita. I'm going to be your CNA today. We're going to be providing Pericare for you. I'm going to close the door for privacy and wash my hands. And then since it's Pericare, anytime you deal with bodily fluids, we do have to wear gloves. So I'm going to put on some gloves. I need to refill my box. And then I'm going to gather all my supplies. So for Pericare, you need a bucket and a bunch of towels here, and then you'll need a privacy sheet, and I'm going to lay this privacy sheet on you to cover her. Privacy sheet, and then I also need one more incontinence pad. The incontinence pad to for her to lift up, so I can slide this underneath her so we don't get her bed wet. So Miss Smith, can you lift your bottom? And I'm going to slide this underneath you. So you can either have her turn and lift up the side rail, or you can just say lift bottom. I say lift bottom because fewer steps to have to remember. So lift the bottom and put the incontinence pad underneath her to protect the bed, okay? So privacy sheet is there to make sure that the only part that we are exposing on Miss Smith is her peri area. I'm going to raise my bed to working height. Okay, and I'm all set up now. So what I want to do is get some water in my bucket. Depending on who your state observer is, they might actually want you to put water in here. If you do, like again, just fill it here. You can turn over here, can you? So you can fill it in here. Otherwise, you can just do, say you're putting water in here. And then you're going to have your soap. So there are two options for this. You can either have two basins, one with soapy water and one with just plain rinse water, or you can have one basin with just rinse water and add your soap, okay? So fill this with water. I'm gonna have Miss Smith test it, make sure it's okay. She says the water temperature is good. So now I'm gonna move this closer. And the part that they're really watching for, I'm gonna bring my dirty hamper here. The part they're really watching for is to make sure that we're not cross-contaminating, okay? So you want to work from the cleanest area to the dirtiest area. And on the Pericare, you're doing a 4-corner method. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your back is going to be one more, okay? So starting from her right outer, I'm going to wipe always down. So from front to back, wipe down. This has soap and water on it. So let me demonstrate that again. It's going to be water, then soap. One corner is going to be straight down. Next corner, we're going to do the left outer, straight down. The next corner, and you can zoom in, Kim, it's going to be the inner, straight down on the right. And if I mess up like I did with this, I thought I lost my corners. If you think you've lost them, to avoid cross-contamination, just get a new towel, okay? You can use as many towels as you like. The last place I'm gonna write, on this one, is the inner left down. Okay, now this back part of this towel is still clean, so it has soap and water. I'm gonna go straight down the middle. And now she's soapy, now this goes in the dirty hamper. This time I'm just going to rinse. So 4 corners again. You're going to do her right outer, right inner, the left inner, left outer, excuse me. Now I'm doing the right inner, this side, the left inner, straight down, and then again, straight down the middle as my rinse. So that's dirty, toss it in a dirty hamper. Last one is a dry towel. So you're going to dry her with this one, same method, okay? 4 corner things again. Again, it's the middle one where you're kind of concerned, like, did I use that part of the towel again? Use a new towel. So I'm gonna demonstrate the new towel this time. So, right outer, left outer, down, goodness. Then right inner, down, left inner, down. Toss that one, and I'm gonna dry with a brand new towel, straight down the middle. Okay, so again, if you want to use more towels, you're more than welcome. Excuse me. Just don't cross-contaminate, okay? So now Miss Smith's peri area is clean, but I do need to make sure that we get a rectum. So we're going to cover her back up, and then I'm gonna come around this side so I can lift that side rail up, so I can have Miss Smith roll this time. You can stay there. Alright. For cleaning her rectum, I've covered her back up. Now I'm gonna have Miss Smith turn to her side. Put the side rail up so now she's safe. And I'm going to clean her rectum. So over here, you're going to put water, add soap, and you're going to wipe away. So 1 wipe up, that's going to be soap and water. Dirty hamper. Then this is just my rinse. Up, her bottom's been rinsed. That's dirty hamper, now dry, up. Now she's dried, okay? Same method as the back, or this as the front. The soap, rinse, dry. You're gonna do soap, rinse, dry. While I have her on her side, I'm gonna remove the incontinence pad that was placed to make sure her bed doesn't get wet. Put that in the dirty hamper. Miss Smith, you can slide back over for me now. Miss Smith is back on her bottom. Her peri area is clean. For this skill, you don't have to change the her gown, even though if you're performing this in real life, you probably would. But for the demonstration purposes, you do not have to. I'm gonna take Miss Smith's privacy blanket off and put it in a dirty hamper. And then I'm going to take my gloves off and wash my hands. Lower Miss Smith back down. And then I'm going to give her her call light. Ensure that her table is close by. Clean up my station. So, dump my water, rinse that out, clean up my entire station here. And then I've given her her call light, her water and table are close to her. I'm gonna let the side rail back down because it's a restraint if we leave it up in the facilities, nursing facilities. Wash my hands and exit, and that will conclude my skill.